Man, this is good. This is really good. It's brunch here in South Texas. That means ice cold beer to go with my brunch. Cheers, my friend. In this video, we're gonna show you how I make one of my favorite breakfast recipes, machacado con huevo. Carne seca, also known as machaca once it's crushed, has been used for centuries, literally hundreds of years. Some of the history books show that it was actually originated with the Aztecs. And when you scramble it up with some eggs, it's a delicious and hearty breakfast. Now, it might be one of the most expensive meats out there. This little bag was 1 pound and it was $28. However, it's already sun-dried, it's ready to eat. It's super quick, super easy to make, and super delicious. I promise you're gonna enjoy it. Enough talk and history lessons. Let's get fired up and start cooking some machacado con huevo, because I'm hungry. I especially love fresh, handmade tortillas, either at a restaurant or at home, and especially corn. To make fresh corn tortillas, all you need to do is mix equal amounts of masa harina and water to a consistency that is wet, but not sticky to the hands. Roll the masa into golf ball sizes, about an ounce for a 6-inch tortilla, and cover with a damp towel to keep it fresh. Then use a tortilla press for perfect circles and get them on a hot griddle. Cook for about 20 to 30 seconds on each side. Man, the aroma of fresh, homemade corn tortillas cooking on the comal, unbeatable. It's just amazing. Super, super good. This is one of my favorite ways to eat a fresh corn tortilla. You get a big old dollop of butter, un chingazo de mantequilla, melt it real good. The other thing we used to do when my abuelita was making tortillas and she'd make a big old stack, put a little butter and a little bit of shake of salt, fold the bottom over so it doesn't drip. Ridiculously good. So thank you to my abuelita Leandra for the amazing memories of eating fresh corn tortillas with a little bit of butter and salt. This is a quick salsa tatemada that is great for any meal of the day. It's just 2 Roman tomatoes, 2 serrano peppers, and a few slices of onion and 1 habanero to give us a jump start. Ask me why am I doing it like this? Because I forgot to pre-cut them. We're just gonna rotate the ingredients until they get a little char and a little soft, then drop them all into the blender with a shake of OG, that perfect blend of salt, pepper, and garlic. Ooh, I can smell that pepper, it smells good. I think I'm gonna sneeze. Then pulse to your desired consistency to taste test for salt and correct if needed. Let's pour it in here. That looks good to me. All right, my breakfast loving friends, I just want to take a quick minute to talk about today's sponsor, Made In. Now, I've been looking real closely at the Made In products, but when they reached out to me, I knew it was the perfect match. Made In designs professional quality products for the home cook, and they also partner up with multi-generational factories and artisans to bring you all a curated collection of materials and shapes that you need in your kitchen. And so for today's machacado breakfast video, we're using the Made In griddle, press, and lid. And the griddle is made out of carbon steel, and it's pre-seasoned so you can cook faster and more evenly. The griddle is such a cool tool for the home cooks like myself and yourself because it's super versatile. And it cooks a great breakfast like bacon, eggs, pancakes, and lunchtime favorites like smash burgers and chops and even fajitas. The fact that it's such a large surface makes it so versatile, and it covers the burners on the stove. The griddle is even great outside on the grill and can handle open flames up to 1200 degrees. Made In's carbon steel collection is uncoated and non-toxic, and it's half the weight of cast iron, but it's just as durable. That means that it seasons faster, heats up quicker, and can travel from the stovetop to the grill, from inside to outside, and you guys know that's really important for me on this channel. Y'all can check out the carbon steel griddle and Made In's other cookware by using the link in my description to save on your order. Órale pues, let's get this machacado cooking. Vámonos! Now, the first thing we're gonna do is try to rehydrate some of that beef. Most restaurants use vegetable oil. Some of them use clarified butter. I'm gonna make mine with a little bit of lard today, but you can use whatever oil you like. We wanna melt some of this lard here. As it melts, I can smell it. The aroma's good already. I'm gonna lay a little bit of this machacado on the griddle here, and you see it's starting to smoke a little bit. That lard's starting to smoke. That means the griddle's nice and hot. You want it to be at that hot level where the oil just barely starts to smoke. Keep my machacado where it's hot. We want to toast it a little bit and at the same time hydrate it. Now remember, this is dehydrated beef, so it's gonna absorb a lot of that oil. You might need to add a little bit more halfway through the cook. One of the things you want to do is press on it a little bit. That gives it that nice Maillard reaction and char at the same time that it's rehydrating. You don't have to put a lot of weight, just press it down a little bit. You want it to get that char, a little bit of a char. Got to make sure you have enough machacado in there too, by the way. I think I need a little bit more. It's not huevo con machacado, it's machacado con huevo, which means we need more machacado than egg. And I do believe we're gonna need a little bit more lard. before we throw the eggs in there. But you can see where it charred a little right there. You don't want to burn it. You just want to give it that little bit of char. Starting to smoke. So we're gonna turn the heat down a little bit. And here we go. Ooh, yeah, baby. That's starting to smell delicious. All right, friends, it's time to add our egg. I'm gonna drop my eggs right here on top of the machacado. Woo! Okay, now this griddle stays hot. Eggs cook fast. So I turned off both of my burners. Look how that egg slides around really nice on this griddle. My wife just reminded me I need to put some salt, pepper, garlic in here. Thank you, baby. Don't forget to season your food. Machacado has a little bit of salt, so don't put too much. Just a little drizzle like that. That's all you need. Whoop, whoop. All right, my friend, I had to readjust one of my cameras, so I put the lid onto the made-in griddle to keep my machacado con huevo warm. Let's get to the taco making, because I'm starving, man. All right, we have this beautiful griddle full of machacado con huevo. We have some fresh homemade tortillas. I'm gonna get me a couple of tacos onto my plate here. Put a little bit of my fresh homemade salsa as well. All right, so this is what it looks like, friends. This is carne seca, dried beef is what that means. We want to make sure we stuff our tacos with plenty of machacado in here. It's one of my favorite Sunday breakfasts. Come to think of it, have you guys ever heard me say there's any breakfast that's not my favorite? Sunday breakfast is always my favorite, but this is one of my all-time favorites for sure. No question about it. This is what I eat often when I would go to the restaurants. Friends, get you one of these griddles and make you some homemade machacado con huevo tacos, just like these. All right, my friends, it's time for the taste test. Cheers, my friends. Oh, baby, that is so good. Man, that taco was amazing, friends. The thing about machacado is that it's a dried beef, and so it has a little texture, a little crunch. Even when you rehydrate it, it's not soft, it's not melting in your mouth. It has a really nice texture, so you gotta chew on it a little bit. Remember, it's dried beef, so I love that texture. I think it's great, it goes good with the eggs. Remember, you can make it a la mexicana with either serrano peppers or jalapeno peppers and tomato and onion. That combination is really fantastic. This is super good, friends. I've really enjoyed making this for you guys. I'm gonna put a lot more salsa on the next two tacos. It's not too hot, it's just right. So good. I mean, you gotta try this. Remember, we're gonna put a link in our description so you can buy the machacado in case you don't have it in your local grocery store. It's so easy, it's so delicious. I guarantee you, you're gonna like it. The texture, the flavor, everything about it is just fantastic, man. Friends, if you're interested in our American Pitmaster rub, you can go to pitmaster.us. If you're going to up your barbecue game, go to pitmasterclass.us. Y'all keep the smoke light and make it work. Boom! This is so good. Cut! It's a brunch. So, I got something to wash it down with too. Oh, that's fantastic, man.